Hello and welcome to the first ever TDH OnlyCars podcast where we will also be talking about motorcycles.
This has been a long time coming, and yeah, it's taken us probably over a year to, make this podcast happen. So I think we shouldn't waste any more time, and we should talk about something that our viewers want to know about, which is Volkswagen cars, Skoda cars. So Bhavneet, please tell us your experience on the new R-Line Tiguan.
Saucy topic, to be honest. So my first experience was at Indy karting in Ajmera. So they had completely removed the go-kart track, and Saurabh Bandyopadhyay, who is a pretty prominent figure in the driving scene, he created a slalom course and a handling course for the Tiguan R-Line specifically. Now, this is insider news. Usually, Rayo Racing, the company that Saurabh works for, they handle most of the Volkswagen experiences and all of that stuff. And he told me that they were in Alibag with the Kodiaq that doesn't have SCC Pro. Yeah,
SCC?
the
Dynamic
DCC
control.
Pro, DCC Pro. My bad. So it doesn't have DCC Pro, and to create the handling course, which was exactly the same that they created for us for the Tiguan R-Line, they had to keep making that track wider and wider because the car just couldn't take that corner that aggressively. But at Indy karting, the car could take a very sharp corner. It was really sharp, and you could really feel that DCC Pro working. When you slam on the brakes, you turn in, the car stays pretty flat. And that was my favorite part of the car, but there was one problem. And I don't think a lot of people have mentioned this. There were noises from the steering rack from our tracking vehicle. It was a Tiguan R-Line itself, and globally, they have been reporting these issues even in the GTI, which is a pretty big concern if you ask me.
But would you buy the Kodiaq or the Tiguan?
I'd buy the Tiguan
Why?
because it drives very well.
But for practically the same car, like honestly speaking, the Kodiaq is larger, more practical.
Features. It's got pretty
everything.
much more for the money
So then why would you buy the Tiguan?
because it drives better.
That's
it
the
drives
only reason.
So much better. It actually feels nice to drive.
How many are they bringing in?
I do not know. I will confirm.
Okay.
Bro, but what's really surprising is that I think the last Kodiaq that had come to us, the media vehicle last year, that had DCC, right? So it's very weird that they've not put the DCC
Yeah.
in the new
That's
one. It's a
exactly
very-
what I had asked Saurav, and I met Bishwajit Samal also,
Okay.
the marketing head of Volkswagen, and they said that the DCC Pro is something that a real driver will kind of feel when he pushes the car, and in the Kodiaq it was kind of moot. I think you felt it
What?
with the.
This is crazy, bro.
This is why
wild.
you drove the Kodiaq with the DCC Pro, right?
No, I drove the last Kodiaq which had DCC, not DCC
Not
Pro.
DCC. Acha. Could you feel the difference there?
Yeah, I mean there was a difference, but I mean it's strange that they didn't put it in the newer one. I mean,
So
or does the
Bishwajit-
newer one just have DCC? I don't know. I'm not
So
sure.
Bishwajit was mentioning that the USP of the Tiguan R-Line is for the driver, and if you are a driver, definitely you should try driving both back to back, and you will feel the difference.
My only issue is, I mean, I'm a proper driver's driver. Like I want to drive
For sure.
the shit boxes. I'll drive shit boxes and I'll be happier in comparison to like a proper performance car. But why would someone purchase a 60 lakh rupee SUV and call it a driver's car?
That is also what I had asked, and they had perceived the thing that this is not going to be your first car, this is not going to be your second car. But then I argued that if it's not going to be your first car or your second car, then why don't you get a sports car if you want a driver's car?
But the thing
they
is,
said that nowadays you want a car that is versatile,
that's the
and
thing.
that's where they beat pretty much everything in its competition. Either so like the X1 kind of bland, the
I mean, the
Merc
X1
kinda
is
bland.
nice, but it's not a driver's car.
Yeah, this one feels really nice to drive.
Yeah.
Which also, I mean, to be very honest, ever since the Tiguan has come into India, I don't think there's been any other car that's been able to replace it fully for many of the people who've either dreamt of purchasing it or who've already owned it. It's always been a big dilemma for people to replace it in such a way.
Correct.
So probably getting a product like the R-Line into the country for people who also enjoy driving plus at the same time need that practicality in their life as well. I think it's a good way to go about it. The only few issues that I personally have with the current spec that they've gotten in, most of it like
The
things like-
seats.
the seats. They're not electronic, and I understand, man. This is again nitpicking, but at the same time, India is a very cost-sensitive market.
Correct.
If you're charging 60 lakh rupees for a car, and if you're not giving electronic seats, then it's kind of a little bit of a shit show, to be honest.
The biggest concern with the Tiguan R-Line is the price itself, because the Tiguan before was a very sensibly priced car.
But I think that's all cars.
Yeah,
All cars have taken like a
have
10
just
lakh rupee
inflation.
jump.
gone up
Yeah,
crazy.
inflation has
Yeah.
gone up like crazy.
But I get it. Like, I get why someone would pick a Tiguan R-Line, but I feel that market is just too niche.
Very small.
Because Karan from Delhi, who has the race jazz and all of that, he has all the cars in the world. He has an A35, 340i also, and I think he purchased, like, his jump was crazy. He went from a Polo to a Tiguan R-Line. I mean, he's pretty loaded, so he doesn't really care. But I get it. Like, he wants a car. He doesn't really care about the badge. So that is the thing. Like, if it was probably a BMW with the same price tag and with the same features, maybe we would have justified it. But since it's a Volkswagen and it's a Tiguan, that's why people are like, "Ki, how can you pay 60 lakhs for a Tiguan?"
That also again is mainly, I feel, it's a problem that only people over here in our country live.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Volkswagen, Skoda, they make really good cars. It's just
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
the badge is not as big as, let's say, like
Correct.
Audi, Beamers, Mercs and all, and that's where it takes the biggest hit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in terms of pricing, we've also got the GTI. When we heard news about it, we were all very excited because VW getting the Golf into the country was very exciting in itself. And knowing there was a CBU, looking at how the RS245 was priced, we all sort of guessed as to how expensive it would have been.
Yeah.
And it is. In Maharashtra, I think it's 63 lakhs on road, which is,
Something like that.
in my opinion, I'm a bit too 50%, like 50-50 about it. Mainly because I do understand, yeah, it's expensive for a hatchback. But at the same time, if I look at it abroad, the difference in price is not too much now.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I've also been looking at it from the lens as if it's basically like you would probably compete it against, or you put it against the Cooper S and cars like this. It's not supposed to compete or be in the league of like the GTI and all of those cars. So probably
GTI?
the Polo GTI.
Polo GTI.
Like, even though it's not there anymore and used car prices are crazy for those. But yeah, it's like a level above. It's slightly a bigger car. You've got a different MQB platform on it altogether. And so yeah, price point wise, it is a bit of a thing. But at the same time, the one thing that I've really noticed is that it's not seeing the same fate as the Polo GTI did when it was launched in the country.
In terms of...
In terms of just pure sales.
So are you saying it's selling more or
I
selling
feel
less?
it's doing much better than what the Polo did when it was launched.
Yeah, because I feel that the GTI brand now is already established. That is one of the reasons why the Polo GTI is still holding value even in the used car. We sold one for,
I think what, 22 lakhs?
I think for the list price that it was at.
Yeah.
So TDH Classified sold it at the list price that it was at. So that shows the demand for VRSs and GTIs and all.
Yeah, right.
But my only concern is yes, you're paying. I get the whole, it's a performance car. It has the badge, like it's a GTI. Great.
You get special treatment with the car, like special
I get it.
seats,
I get
features, all
it.
those things.
But how different is it going to be from a VRS 245 or a VRS 230?
Marginal.
Yeah, barely. I can't see it being that big of a leap where you can justify. I know I'm comparing used car prices to a new car, but how will it be any way better than that? I know it has the Gen 4 engine, but it's not tunable yet.
The argument
It's
is
mainly
basically
because-
if I want to go fast, if I want performance, should I build a second-hand VRS or should I buy this, and will I actually be better than that second-hand VRS?
See,
It should be,
I
but
get
by
it.
that, by what margin?
I know it's a very unfair comparison. Used car, new car.
True.
It's obviously going to be an unfair comparison. But my thing is, how big of a difference will it be? it can't be that big of a difference. It is more or less the same chassis. It is an improved engine, I get it, but it's still not tunable. So even if you're spending 60 lakhs, you can't tune the bloody thing.
Right now, I think the biggest grey area is that so the Mark 8.5 can't be tuned.
The Mark
The
8
Mark
can.
8 people abroad have tuned, and we've seen the potential that it has. I mean, getting stage 3 888 Gen 3 numbers only from stage 2 files, downpipes, and what air intakes and intercoolers. That's an insane feat, to be honest, in
Yeah.
just terms of just sheer engineering. Like 450, 460 on stage 2 for a car that small.
How much does it make? 280 stock?
265.
261 horsepower.
Whatever. Something around 260.
So the Mark 7, Mark 8 is the Evo 3, and the Mark
No,
8.5
Mark
is
7 is-
7.5
is the Evo 4.
No, the Mark 8 onwards is Evo 4.
Mark 7 and Mark 7.5
Yeah.
are Evo 3, if I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Or the
Mark 7 and Mark
whatever. But
No, I
the
think the
current
Mark
one that
7
we get in
The
India
one
is
that
the
we have in India
is the
not
Gen
tunable.
4.
Yeah,
Is
is the
the
Gen
Gen
4
4.
not tunable.
Yeah, Mark
Not
8.5
tunable.
generation, no ideas of tuning it. We've heard from a few people, some big tuners in the country, and as of right now, they're saying that it's going to be very difficult to get these ECU to be unlocked. And let's see how that really fares about. But the main thing, honestly, is as you said, as to how much of a difference will it make if you choose this over, let's say, a used VRS, even though the conversation is a completely different thing altogether. But at the same time, I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because I still haven't driven in one yet.
Yeah.
I
Even I
still
haven't
feel
driven.
it would be a very, very fun thing to drive.
Sure.
And between all the journo friends that we have, I've spoken to 2-3 of them, and I've asked for their opinion and everything, and they said that they've had a really fun time driving it. And like for example, I spoke to Yash Sunil, who's currently working at Motoring World, and he actually came down, as you guys know, for that for shooting the all-wheel drive manual for
VRS, yeah.
So I spoke to him and I took his advice. I mean, he also baseline said that, more or less it is the same thing, but at the same time, the sort of fun that it really gives you is a little different.
Okay, interesting. But I feel that it's just that, like, I mean, I know it's nitpicking now, but it will be a little bit different to drive.
Yeah.
In my head, I can't justify the price jump. And
Fair.
moreover, it's just ki they've just put in the newer tech, like the screens and all of that stuff. So I get it that people are buying it. I can't justify it because, let's be honest, I don't even have the money to justify it. But
I don't think
any of us have the
No,
money to
at
justify a
this point, I
60
feel
lakh
that
rupee
if
hatchback.
Me and Bhavni decided to pool in the money together. That's when
We maybe will be able to purchase it. But my main issue is, like, leave everything aside. Hatchback. Because I think so people in India are tripping over the fact that 60 lakh ki hatchback hai.
Which is true because, as I said, it's
Which
a
I get.
cost-sensitive market.
But I don't. My problem is not that. My problem is, does it drive any better or noticeably better than a previous Gen 3 E888 or a previous chassis VRS or something like that?
The Mark 8.5, I don't think that has DCC, no, or does it?
No.
No.
It doesn't have
Yeah,
that.
if they would have honestly installed the DCC, and if that would have been the spec of the car, I feel it would have made a huge difference in the
Does
way
it come with DCC
I
outside?
don't think.
GTI doesn't come. The
I
R
think the
comes with
R
DCC.
must come with DCC.
R might come
Yeah.
with DCC.
The R must come with DCC.
Okay.
That would have been a very good spec also in the country.
But and what about the people saying that the R should have come instead of the GTI?
Bishwajit Samal sir said that if the R would have come, it would have been crossing or touching a crore,
that
for which
honestly,
nobody would have bought.
How much is an A45?
Close to a crore.
and I'm pretty. They have
But the
discounts
power
going on.
difference is also there.
Malab, see,
It's a
technically,
much
even
better
in even in the UK, I think so. A Golf R is one step below an A45.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
A45, RS3, whatever BMW has, M135i,
Now you got there.
M135i. I
Which
think
feel
they're
is a little
one
disappointing,
step
to be honest.
above the Golf R.
Yeah.
Like technically, the Golf R is an Audi S3,
Yes.
so it's one, like, it's in that
Below
realm.
RS3.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think at 80 lakhs, it's still okay. 80, 75, 80 lakhs, maybe a
75
Golf
lakhs,
R
I
would
feel
have
they
been
would have
made it at
justified.
that price.
But yeah, they couldn't have made it at that price. That's not
So
possible.
see, in the UK, I've just searched online. The UK price for a new VW Golf R starts around 44,000. You can go
Golf
all the way-
GTI.
This is the Golf R,
Golf R.
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's the whole scenario. Like, I would not. The one thing that I would really not able to justify in this entire scenario with the Golf GTI. This again coming from the point of view where I buy used cars, like I've been doing it for ever since I've been, having my own car. And that is because, so you get the new GTI on road in Maharashtra for 63 lakhs. Used M340i's cars that are probably 2 years old, 3 years old, sub 60. Sometimes I've even seen deals where they're even sub 50. Rare ones, 45 lakhs, 47 lakhs. But for a car that's 3 years old, 4 years old, maybe 10,000, 15,000 kilometers on the Odo, I would honestly tend to move to that side.
Talking about 60 lakhs for a GTI, VRS is coming.
Oh yeah, that
The
is
VRS
also
is
coming.
coming. What do you think if it's sold for 65 lakh? Is it going to be in the same boat? I think it's still going to sell.
I mean, see, I don't know about if it's going to sell or not, because let's be honest, yes, they did, like for the GTI, they did apparently sell out 150 out of the 150 initial bookings.
This also, from at least what I saw in the RS group, was that some people had a word with some of the officials or something, and they said that they've not fully sold everything out.
Yeah, they did not fully sell it out.
People
Maybe
have
they
backed out
might
on
have.
the
Let's
bookings.
even if we give them the benefit of the doubt that they did sell out 150 of the 150 bookings. There is, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure there are a good chunk of people when they saw the price they backed out. I know people personally. I've heard of people backing out. So, I mean, it's pretty clear that that car at that price point is a very, very tough sell. Maybe because the Octavia VRS is a sedan, more boot space, and the VRS badge is, I guess, a
Has more value in
more
India.
value in India. Maybe it's a bit of an easier sell, but again, like it comes down to the same point: ki how different is it from the outgoing one?
We were the only publication to actually kind of get up close and personal first.
Yeah, because of
GS.
generations.
In India especially, because we had a bunch of journals who had the opportunity to go abroad and review.
Drive it, yeah.
Yeah, but I think in India we have been the people who've been the closest to the Mark 4.5 VRS that's going to come into the country.
Yeah.
I feel what we did at GS was a very incredible feat. We had pretty much all the Octavias, technically all the Octavias. Pretty much.
We had all the VRSs.
We had all the VRSs.
Apart from the combi, we had literally everything.
Yeah. The only reason I said almost all is because, I mean, technically the second gen is called the Laura in India. So,
Whatever.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, as a Mark 3.5 RS owner, the design language is all right. Not too much. I think the Mark 4 was a slightly, it was slightly prettier looking. The wheels look ass too.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, you can remove those, like whatever the plastic thing that they have.
It's like a aero disc.
But with the thing on, it just looks just ugly. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that
I
the
wasn't a
platform,
fan of the color, to be honest.
the color,
It looked like marker.
Highlight.
Highlighter, yeah. So I mean, I have a feeling that if you look at the VRS fraternity that we have in India, there is a good possibility that a lot of people might think of it because one, it's a sedan, so you're getting a little more space for your family. You can use it as a family. I mean, with the Mark 3.5s, the Laura VRS, and everything that they've sold in the country, the VRS, that it's been one car that a lot of people have found to be very difficult to replace, because in terms of
I agree.
I get the fact as to why there's still so high in demand in the market, because it's got insane boot space, insane legroom for whoever's sitting behind. The seats are great. Once tuned, they can push almost double, if not more, the power that they produce from factory. And I mean, it's always been very difficult.
It's
to
just a
replace.
great all-rounder.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of bang for buck for an enthusiast.
It's just a great all-rounder, and in fact, we know people who have had VRSs. They've replaced them with M340is and are
And
not
still
happy with
fallen
them.
in love with VRSs.
Yeah, like
And are not happy with their
Yeah.
purchase.
biggest example is Anirudh. He had the RS245.
I wouldn't say he doesn't like the M340i.
He loves it, but at the same time,
it's
he
not a
listens-
direct
He
replacement.
wants to go back to the VR.
I mean, he
keeps
has a
going back to
VRS.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
did
keeps
end
going
up
back
buying
to
the
the
He
VRS.
did end up buying one more. So
Yeah.
that just goes to show how
How nice they are
incredible of a platform it is.
Yeah.
But is it an incredible platform at 60? I don't think so.
And that's exactly my point. Their
I feel-
value for money is going away. So how,
Yes.
how are you
Yes.
going to justify it?
Because when the 245 had come out, everyone was like, this is ridiculous.
Yes.
And the worst thing for honestly the 245 that could have ever happened was COVID.
I agree.
Yeah, because I feel that if
But what does COVID have to do with the price?
because all businesses went down, you can't immediately put so much money into 45 lakhs for
People
a car.
started being
You
more
have to start
careful about their
thinking
money.
about stuff.
No, I'm asking you how. That
did
is fine.
COVID
Ki people
affect
didn't
sales?
buy it. That is okay because of COVID and all. I'm saying the price.
the price point
it
as
was
in general, but
15
yeah.
lakhs more expensive than
Yeah.
the 230.
The 230 bang for buck
How much
best
was it
VRS ever.
on road?
45 and
45.
In
Anirudh,
Maharashtra.
I think Anirudh's black VRS was 45.
So now you think it will be 15 lakhs more expensive for the VRS?
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
easy.
4.5.
Easy.
Inflation, yeah.
More.
More.
GTI 63.
I
So
feel
what
it
do
will
you
be
pay?
like
70, it'll be like 70 lakhs in India.
It wouldn't be 70 lakhs, but it'll
No,
be,
it'll be sub 70, but at the
same
same time-
price as the GTI.
Yeah,
bro.
but the biggest advantage I feel with the new VRS that we'll get is that the M340i prices are also going up day by day.
Going up.
New ones.
The new ones.
Now they are what I think they're
90
either-
odd.
Yeah, they're 90 odd on road. I mean, there are smarter ways of saving money on it, but like it's almost 1 crore now, which was not the case when it was launched. That's why a lot of those sold. For this, I feel like even though someone is stretching, because nowadays a lot of people have the capacity to just buy a 60 lakh rupee car, and even if you get like 65, 67, like you probably would not have the mind to consider ki chalo theek hai, I've stretched till like 65, 67, but if I put in let's say another 18 more, then I can get the 340i. But the 340i, the disadvantage with that is that for starters you have less legroom piche.
Yeah.
Boot space is not that big,
Yeah.
so the overall like
It's a BMW.
yeah, it's a BMW, so it's going to be expensive to maintain as compared
Insurance.
yeah, everything,
Just
everything from the fact.
every single aspect of that ownership experience is going to be double the price of
Yeah,
the VRS.
so I think looking at all of those things, someone might pick up.
I mean, see, there is a way to justify it, I'm sure. I mean, VW Skoda are not stupid to bring in these cars. I'm sure
Yeah.
they will sell them.
And I'm pretty sure that they have been following like the cult that has become with these
Which
Which
mean,
kind of us.
we've
cars. Yeah,
brought
I mean,
the hype in.
we are the ones.
We are the ones who've brought the hype for those badges, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
At this point, we've covered the Mark 1. I can't remember if we've done a video on the Combi or not.
No, we've done a
We have
video.
done a
on the
video.
Combi.
Yeah, we have. Correct. Combi is done. Laura's
Which one would you pick regardless of the price?
in terms of all the generations.
Yeah, which one?
If I have to choose hard, I think I'd go for the Mark 1 because I think it looks very
I'd
good.
get a
he's just
VRS
being-
230.
Then you should have bought a Mark 1. No? Why did you buy a
Because that
245?
time I was thinking in my brain, no. Because electrical issues, old as it's almost.
Spend 10 times
You could
more.
have still bought one for 2.5 lakhs and spent not
Yeah.
15 on it.
No, bro. I think I wanted something that would have.
That's what I did
really fuss
with that
free.
piece of shit over there.
Like, as
Is
of
that
right
revealed?
now, 7.
That's revealed.
I don't know when the podcast is coming out, but yeah, that is
You
my
look far away. Look far away. The Soham's car is right there.
As of right now, we have the biggest advocate for VRS in front of us also.
Yeah, so we'll have to
fine.
think before we talk.
Behind the camera.
VRS advocate you are.
How will you be VRS, bro?
The Mark 1, I mean, hard decision. Mark 1 looks very pretty, and especially the yellow one that we had at our stall at
Yeah,
GS.
that looked very nice.
Super pretty, very well specced out. But brain wise, I mean, I think brain wise, I would still choose the RS245 because they are much more value for money in the used car market.
Yes, agreed.
100%. Because VRS 230s, I mean, their prices are
Roughly the same as a 245.
Yeah.
Pay 5-6 lakhs, not even 5,
Yeah.
less than
2-3.
that nowadays, and you'll get a 245.
The one car which I was on, like, which I have been very surprised with again is the 340i because from 2018 till like 21, we figured out that
Anirudh has come in at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the way, we can't even say shit about it anymore.
No, but we'll continue.
So the thing is, like, I honestly thought, theek hai, 340i is launching. I'm not sure how many people will buy it because for a lot of people in the country, it'll be just a 3 Series that's the most expensive one. Like, I did not understand, like, I did not know if people would understand as to what the
But
340i
surprising
actually
people
is.
have.
I mean, they've sold the
surprising amount.
340i like hotcakes. I mean, since he's here, how many 340is do you think have been sold? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
1,000
wild.
plus.
Yeah. At BIC, no? At BIC, right?
That's insane.
Yeah.
As of right now,
There are more M340is than VRSs in the country.
I'm very happy that it did, like people understood what it was, the potential that it has. That is
Well,
Coming to the next topic,
exactly.
brought to you by Anirudh. Sadly, the M340i is being bought by idiots.
I know Anirudh will
lot of
get
videos.
pissed at it, but
Now he's taking his words back.
if you want to cut this out, bro, 500 rupees.
500 rupees. If you want to cut this out, 500 rupees.
Done. No, bro, I'm morally,
Oh,
you know,
No, but coming
I
back
want
to
to sleep like a
topic,
baby
I
at
feel
night.
one thing, bro. A lot of young kids have their hands on. these
yes,
bikes.
a
Shouldn't be the way
lot
to go.
of Papa Ke Pari and Papa Ka Eklauta Beta have gotten a lot of power in their hands,
Yeah,
and
which
it's
is true.
visible by the viral
And the
videos.
thing is, I mean, like, we also when the 340 had just come out, I mean, I think that is one car from like the BMW India fleet that we've gotten the most. I think
We've
done,
gotten it like
5 or
7
6
times.
cars,
Yeah.
easily.
7
We've gotten the
times.
pre-LCI, I think 3 or 4 times. We've gotten the LCI.
No, we got the LCI only once.
Then we also got
Pre-LCI we got 5-6 times.
Ah,
That's what I'm
That
saying.
too, like 4, I think 3 times in Rabbit Grey and a couple of times in
Orange.
that orange
The orange
color,
one
which
came,
is
we
super
got the
rare,
red
just by
one.
the way.
Sunset Orange, then
we got a
Rabbit
red one.
Grey.
Red Blue, I think we've gotten, no.
Tanzanite blue we've
Never gotten that.
Dravid Grey and that
Orange
orange. And in fact, the Dravid Grey one only we got so many times.
Yeah, the same car I think we did.
We've got so
did a
many
lot of
times.
Then we got the LCI once. We also got the LCI 2 also.
No, we haven't gotten the
The
LCI.
blue car. Oh shit, that's Bhushan's car.
No, that's Bhushan's car.
My bad, dude. My bad.
Anyways, but
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to get the LCI.
LCI
I
too.
think we're going to get the LCI this month. I mean, this is
Yay.
pre-recorded, but we're supposed to get it. And I mean, my problem with the M340i is that
It gets
it's
boring.
a crazy car. Like, not gonna lie, amazing product, hits all the right spots, but it's, I don't know how to put it in the right words because I don't want to demean the car because it's like,
It's a lovely
I
product.
think I have a
It
good
is.
word for it, and it's called monotone.
it's not even monotone. It's just that it's not.
Raw.
I mean, people think my main issue is actually not even the car. I think so. It's the people. It's not a real M car.
Nah, for sure.
Fair. I mean,
It's
this is just on
in
basic
fact, it is
technicality
a
which
car.
is not
It is a car that is very easy to go fast in,
Yes.
and it's a car that gives a lot of confidence to any guy.
Yeah.
That is if you're not being an idiot.
If you're not being an idiot,
If you think you can do anything you want and you're the best driver on the planet,
The-
that car can rip you to pieces.
now, why do you think it's not a real M? Please,
I mean,
For starters, it's just not a
it's just
Huh.
not a real
but
M.
you
It's a baby.
tell the people no. No,
No,
tell the
like,
people the difference
think they
between
bought
what a
something
real M
wild.
is.
That is my problem.
It is wild.
Yes.
Are you want
No, but-
business or no, bro?
So that is my problem, is that the people who bought it think they bought something wild. Yes, you bought an amazing car, but it is not the fastest thing on this planet. So please tone down, drive it like how it's meant to be driven.
You are someone who's driven quite a few M's now, right?
Yeah.
What is that? How can you explain that dimension change?
I want an M340i owner to drive an M2 the same way he drives his M340i. And I'm pretty sure he'll have to change his fucking Balenciaga pants after that. So that is the
So,
difference.
matlab, I think 340 owner will have only Calvin Klein. M2 will
Whatever,
have-
bro. Whatever pretentious pants that he's wearing, he'll have to change them.
What are you wearing, bro? Levi's.
You don't have to check. But that is my point. Like, people
Yeah, I mean,
think
like people, I think that they're just going a bit too overboard with the sort of product that they have. It's a great product, but it's still not the real deal.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. The M340i makes you feel like you're a great driver when you're not.
It's not scary.
You're okay.
Ah,
Your
that's-
dogs have gone crazy.
Our dogs. My bad.
कभी कुछ भी मत भाऊ.
Anyways, but yeah, the problem
fair.
is M340i makes a lot of shitty drivers think that they're crazy, but they're not, clearly. So the difference between an M car is that M car is not as forgiving as an
It will bite you in the
M340i.
ass.
It will throw and spit you off. That is the biggest difference. I mean, I drove the M2 momentarily, like not for a lot of kilometers, not for a lot of time also. but I drove it, I wouldn't say hard, but I drove it decently fast. And you need to have a lot of seat time in those cars in order for you to get it right. Whereas in the M340, you don't need that because it's so safe.
The M340i, you know what it's like?
Even in the KLM 780 HP car that I drove, yes, it was crazy fast. Like I can't tell you how fast it was, but there was no point where I was like, this is like, scary. Yeah.
You don't feel like you're out of control.
Correct. You're out of control. Whereas even in a stock M2, you will be shitting bricks. I kid you not.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
Now I want to drive an M car.
Last, I think 2 years ago when we had gone to Delhi, that was the first time when we'd seen the G82 also.
Yes.
Kabir had it.
Yes.
So I did get to sit with him. Bro, I mean, like, those cars pick up speed like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
No, like, I can't even tell you the speeds you're doing, bro. I was looking straight. The thing is, you're going through the metro.
Yeah.
The thing is right there, so you just keep on seeing the pillars, how fast they're going. And at just one moment, I saw the speedo, and after that, I decided to look straight. And then I was looking at my phone because I don't want to look at this.
Even a M4, even though it is all-wheel drive, it
I'm pretty sure
is not
characteristics
close to an M340i. It is on a different planet. Like it does not feel like an M340i whatsoever. I know a lot of people who've driven both. I think someone has both. Somebody has both of those. I can't remember who. M340i and an M4. I don't know who has it.
Well, a kid in Bombay crashed an M340i and bought an M4.
Jazzy has one. Yeah. So he drifts his M4 and then he dailies, I guess, his M340i. But
Wow.
that's the thing. They're not like. And one more good instance where I can tell you where the M340i, you'll see that it's not a real M car is on the track. We went to BIC. M340i's, had to come in more frequently than other cars because of heating issues, because of just it not
Just
being a
not
track
being
car.
designed to do it.
because
Yeah.
they're M lights. And the thing is, like, if you have like a proper M, I mean, I'm pretty sure BMW also would have thought, theek hai, like if they've bought a proper M, they might even go to the track. But the M340i, in essence, is a very fast 3 Series. If you if it makes sense.
It's a fast car for the road.
Yeah,
It's
a
not
very
meant
fast
to be
car
a
and
track
I'm pretty-
machine at all.
Yeah, I don't think
one
people should
thing-
take it lightly. It is
Yeah.
still 380 horsepower. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and that is stock. And I mean, we've seen what it can do on the track strip in India.
Yeah.
I mean, you can push out a lot of power and build engines, this, that, whatnot. We've been doing. People have been running 10s as if it's nothing. Just sit in the car, you drive, and you go. That's about that. But the one thing I've realized is that you can have a lot of power here in India, like with these cars and all. But I feel that you can't always use the power 100%. And that's when cars like the cars that we've personally owned have been much more fun to drive because for example, you've had a varied history with the cars that you've had. You also had a pretty decent history with the cars that you've had.
Sir, your audio is not coming here. Just
Bro, in 5 years, the both of us, and I'm pretty sure him also, we will have a Beamer, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean
5 years less. 5 years less.
Yeah, bro, you should be because the thing is, we will come to you only for
We'll
work.
come to you only to fix the car.
Yeah, bro, we'll make crazy bills, bro.
We'll become M light boys.
MG is as bad a track car. MG is a
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 340i, good street car, not a good
Wheel spin
track
machine.
car. अरे उसको कैमरा से दूर ले जाओ रे.
Doggies are going crazy.
Yeah, bro.
The doggies are
You
wilding
want them
at
to
the
come
moment.
into the set. आ जाओ.
ठीक है, बैठने दो उनको चाहिए तो.
बस कैमरा नहीं गिरना
हाँ,
चाहिए
बस
और
कैमरा नहीं
पैर
गिरना
नहीं
चाहिए।
देना
हाँ, ये अपना है भी नहीं.
छोड़ दो. कुछ नहीं आए. गए तो गए. आए तो आए.
चाहिए। Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, let's talk about some of the stuff that we've owned because honestly, we've had a lot of fun in these cars. We've driven fast cars, but the cars that we've personally owned have been like a very fun experience.
I think yes, we should mention to the viewers what we've all owned personally. Let's just do a quick list of that, and from there, I think a lot of people don't understand I think a lot of people have the perception that we're just a bunch of rich kids.
Oh shit,
with,
dude, we're not.
I mean, genuinely, we're not. A bunch of
really
rich
not,
kids
bro.
with a lot of money who can buy whatever they want, and we don't have experience, which is not the case.
Bro, Soham wears, I mean, you've seen a lot of people wear date just. He wears just date.
Just date, bro.
That's what he wears, bro.
My just
if he
date.
had the money, I'm pretty
This
sure
is
he
a
also
Casio Enticer, which I bought for 4,000 rupees.
which did not come for 7
for
months.
4 months, and I was almost depressed because it didn't come. But, anyways, start your
My
car
history.
of cars.
So I started with a Renault Kwid when I was 18.
Renault Kwid Climber.
Kwid Climber, yes, 1
of the line,
liter,
bro, top of
1
the
liter,
line.
top of the line. That wasn't my choice. I was just given the car. Sold that, got a Polo GT looking at you, and had a pretty bad accident in it. Then
That
spent a
was
lot of money on Ricer mods. Sent it to the wrong garage.
Honestly, bro, if I would
Got-
have seen that today, I would have.
Got scammed and realized my mistake. Then I sold that off and bought an Interceptor because I couldn't believe the cars
But you
were my
had a
scene.
car after that.
I didn't have a car in after the Polo.
You had the A4.
That was a couple of years later.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, he got the A4 2 years ago.
yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway, so
And then after
A4.
The
I
A4
said
three,
YOLO
yeah.
A4 and went stage 1 with it. That's it.
And now the N-Line.
And now I have the
Ah,
I-20
matlab,
N-Line.
So
Yeah,
how
my
many
bad.
cars? Quid, Polo, A4, N-Line. 4.
4 cars.
Ah,
It was
pretty
the
respect.
A4 3-liter
Yeah.
TDI, one of 3 in India
I keep on
with
seeing
Audi
his car also
exclusive red
here and there.
interior. Everyone's seen it. Check the series out.
Yeah. Now you can.
Bought an Abarth, bone stock. Did full stage 2 on it, intercooler. I already had an air filter, so didn't have to change that. Tune, exhaust. That exhaust also, just for the people who think we're very rich, for the exhaust setup on the Abarth, the only thing that we done was a resonator delete. Was our favorite exhaust person said, "Ki bro, I'll get you a good deal. Just cut this out, and the car will sound loud." I said, "Let's go," and I saved a lot of money. So that I had. Then after that, for a very brief period in time, I had that car, and then I also had another Abarth that was fully.
No, I
built
think
up.
Tana is a rich kid, bro. He had 2 Abarths at the same time.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
crazy. Rich kids of Balewadi, bro.
Very rich.
Rich kids of Balewadi.
It was a time period of 10 days that I had both the cars.
Bro, balls. You had it for more than
For a
10 days.
month.
For a good couple of weeks, he had both
Month
cars
at
at the
least.
It was a
same
month and
time.
a half.
What did you say?
हाँ, the payment was taking a while. The token आ गया था, payment आने को भी बहुत time लग गया.
I'm having a wardrobe malfunction, bro.
Better listen
yeah,
to this.
I had-
not watch it.
That's.
This is only cars only, bro, not only fans.
Bro.
Your knees.
So I had.
This commentary during the podcast is very off-putting, bro.
I think
Nice
Anirudh should be a
concept.
regular, bro.
yeah.
Next episode we'll have him.
Next
bro.
episode, Anirudh is gonna be here.
क्या हो गया? चूहा? Huh?
What? Bro, this podcast is damn like
Bro,
fucking.
this for the first podcast is genuinely wild.
It's
it's mad,
ADHD as fuck.
Dogs came, dogs went wild, light went out 5 times, Chuha is there. I think we need to get a proper studio, bro. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Very
Anyways,
ADHD friendly podcast.
So going back, had 2 Abarths at one point. One was black, one was white. The white car had KW coilovers, K-Sport big brake kit, Team Dynamic wheels, Forge Motorsport intercooler, Forge Motorsport intake kit, a bunch of small stuff here and there. But yeah, fully done up. Drove like an absolute dream. It was genuinely a lot of fun to drive.
That was a nice car.
And then 2 years ago, had to sell that off. Sold that. Was without a car for about a year and a half. And after that, that's when I picked up the RS245.
Okay, so I started.
Yours is pretty varied, I think. Like it's still a long list.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, my first car ever was my mom's Alto 800. After that, I was lucky enough to get a Polo GT TSI 1.2. That's after that you bought yours. I did stage 2 on that. I didn't do much, just a downpipe, filter and a tune. After that, I bought a Laura 1.8 TSI, on which again I didn't do much actually if you look at it now. Just a downpipe,
exhaust.
lowering springs, wheels. I mean, nothing crazy. Nothing too much.
वो वाले पे तो intercooler पे भी नहीं डाला.
Yeah, we didn't even put an intercooler, just downpipe, carbon fiber air filter from pipe across. The plugs, actually, no, it was quite a long list. But
proper stage
but it was just a good stage to
good
set
stage
up.
to build up.
And after the Laura, I sold it. Then I bought an Octavia 1.8 TSI, Sushant's old car. And I went full stage 3 on that with an IS20 turbo. Did pretty much everything that was required for it. And I think so that was...
coil packs, intercooler, intake.
That was a complete build.
Yeah, that was a proper
again,
build.
Springs.
I just didn't have coilovers.
Yeah,
But
still
But you're
I
using
think it's
Euro spec
no. I was
Ibach
on
springs, na?
Ibach springs.
Ibach springs.
I think that was the sweet spot for the 1.8. I think I agree. Like the IS38 is not the way forward with that particular engine.
Not probably with the engine, but with the gearbox setup, to be honest.
Gearbox
1.8
though, of
can
course.
make it.
Gearbox though, of course. But I think so that the way that car drove, it was usable
It
power.
was a very good
I
daily
could
driver.
drive it properly. Like
Yeah.
I
And it was
did
hella
not-
fun.
Yeah.
That's
So I think I enjoyed that car quite a bit. And after that, I had the Rapid 1 liter TSI, which I thought I would keep for some. I mean, I thought my mom would again get into driving, and that is one of the main reasons why I bought it actually, because my mom did not have a car for a very long time.
But then your mom said,
But my mom only was like, bro, fuck that. So that's when I was like, okay, I don't want to drive a Rapid out of like my own choice, of course. So that's when I sold it off. And then I bought that thing over there, which is a piece of shit. But it's going to get back into shape. And I'm actually very excited for the build because
same, because it's like a proper restoration. It's not just
proper
about
restoration.
car, but it's about.
And it's my first VRS, which is very surprising. I mean, if you can call it a VRS.
It is a
Because
VRS.
I mean,
apart from the engine, yes.
yeah. Apart
The
from
seats say it's a VRS.
Yes.
The seats say it's a VRS. It's a
On
VRS.
RC
I mean, on RC card also it says VRS. So
on
it
RC
is
card
a
also
VRS.
VRS, so it's
By
VRS.
law.
Yeah. By law, it's a VRS.
By law.
By
Legally,
law,
it is
it's
a VRS.
Legally, it's a VRS. So that is something that we're building. So yeah, I think that is going to be a very interesting build because honestly speaking, 330 HP, I mean, even you know it, you can't fucking drive it on the road.
It's still too much.
It's crazy. I mean, the setup that I'm on right now should be making 400. For starters, the turbo though is dumb. It's got too much lag. When it hits boost, it is just spinning everywhere, all the way, every place. I don't even know. So it's not that much of a fun experience. So I think 300 is good, especially
Yeah.
with a car that's front wheel drive.
Correct. So I feel that is anyways too much power. All of these stage 3 VRSs and everything, will unless and until you go all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But again, like I would want usable power. That does not mean I would choose all-wheel drive over front-wheel drive. That is a topic for a different episode. That is an episode for just me and Anirudh.
Why is Anirudh behind the camera? I don't understand. Like, he should be here.
Yeah. Bro, we
Neither
invited
did.
you.
You are next episode guest, bro.
Bro, I think Anirudh needs to be a constant.
Yeah, mediator. Make him the mediator. only.
Constant.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah,
That's crazy.
I think usable power is what I want to go after, and I just like driving manuals. So
Fair.
that's why
I
I
was pretty
chose.
much done with manuals because I've driven manuals. all
Yeah,
my
you
life.
only had manuals. I only had one before that. So two before
I
that.
am enjoying the manual. This
Yeah.
is my first manual car.
Bro, you have the Innova.
I mean,
Like
that's
my
like
first
family
personal
car.
manual.
but like
In that
first
sense,
manual
though, yeah,
this
I've
thing.
had
Manual car.
manuals before.
For me, though, bro, I have only driven manual cars, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since I learned, the Linea was there, the Passat is now here, the Compass was manual, the Abarths were manual.
This guy is only driven
I've
manuals.
only driven manuals, bro. So after a point, I'm like, bro, looking at all the fucking traffic, I'm like, screw this. I want an automatic. So I said, yeah, cool. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, even though we've been owning and buying cars for what? I mean, like, what? 6 years, 7 years, I think. Max?
7 years now. I mean, and we're very privileged.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
still
going to
very
not take
privileged.
that away.
We're not-
But we're not rich kids.
We're not
Yeah, we're
rich.
not rich kids.
We work
I
very
swear
hard
to
for our builds.
Yeah,
We
like some way or the
struggle
other,
a
we're
lot.
struggling.
I mean, in
Yes.
the Laura, if the Laura VRS series has come out, you can clearly see me going into depression.
Bro,
With
that's-
each and
it is my favorite part of this series. You guys have to watch Soham struggle. That's my favorite part,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, things have just been going wrong every single day.
Everywhere.
I mean, it's nothing that we didn't expect, but it's just that me having this like
Maharashtrian mindset.
Maharashtra. Okay. Marathit bol. Manchot.
काय दादा तुम्हाला काय हवंय सांगा
Anyways,
की.
I mean,
रे हस रहा है उधर से दवर यार पांगड़ा है.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just ki bro. Sometimes you just can't fathom the prices of
Yeah,
some
it's
parts.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It is genuinely crazy.
Dude, biggest thing, I mean like
The fuel pump, bro, in this car is like 45k, and it looks like a science project that I've made in 8.
Your fuel pump is 70,000 rupees, no?
Something, bro. Even at this point, I'm not
You
even
forgot
looking
it.
at the bill.
40k.
I am just going
sure
to
it's 40K.
pay what they say and call it a day and go home and cry.
needs 40k.
So that's
I
it.
mean the thing is, the moment you keep on going up like the
Yeah.
upgrading ladder, things become pretty expensive. And the thing
Yeah.
is, now we've got into cars which are expensive, and you know like it's dil pe patthar rakh ke we make some sort of a this thing onto it. But I'm pretty sure like over the past few years there have been some cars that you know like we'll say yeah we feel like we regret selling them. Like of course we didn't
We
have an
completely
option.
forgot the initial question. Craziest cars that we've driven. Shit.
Oh,
What
yeah.
do we answer? This or that? Because I don't think we have much time left.
We have
No, I
a
think
little bit left. We have 12 minutes. You can go.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then we'll answer both.
Yeah.
we have 7 minutes according to Mr. Shrestha.
Okay, so
So actually, the main question for this entire scenario was, out of all the cars that we've listed that we've personally owned, also, what is one car that you regret selling?
my Octavia
Bro,
1.8.
the A4.
I regret selling the white Abarth. That was
That
out
white
of a
Abarth
very,
was hot.
dude. That was out of a very
I remember the white Abarth, like, I remember looking at the white Abarth the first time and it was all in that slammed down
yeah, it was hot.
spec,
dude. It was
race
hot.
car
Bro,
spec. It was
the biggest thing
beautiful.
was it drove so well, dude. Like with the suspension, hydraulic steering, manual gearbox. Even though it's not the best gearbox, fucking rubbery as shit. But it was too much fun
My
to drive.
favorite-
It was 180 horsepower, dude. I mean, I could use all of that everywhere. I could go fast whenever I wanted to. Plus, at the same time, stop because I had
You had the
The
bigger
K
brakes.
Sport, brake.
So one car I genuinely regret selling, but to make way for good things, at times you have to let go.
Okay, so let's answer the second question. What is
Craziest-
the craziest car that you've driven, period, up and until now? Doesn't matter if it's on camera, off camera, whatever it is.
Bruh, when we went to Goa and drove that B58 Swap 1 Series, it's not the fastest car I've driven, but it was the most fun I've had on 4 wheels. That was a really nice
Okay,
car.
1 second pause. वो अभी भौंकने वाला है. Crazy भौंकने वाला है वो.
I'm hoping not.
नहीं.
भौंका तो देखेंगे. हाँ. But yeah, I mean, we will be going back to Sebastian pretty soon because his all-wheel drive setup on the 140 is now done. So we will go make some content on that. But honestly, for that trip, you should head down because it is an experience that will change the way you think and your mind. Because I honestly, the M140i has been a car that I've always been in love with because B58, insanely potent engine, small, nice car, you can push.
So you're also picking that car.
Yeah, because unfortunately in the last 2 years I haven't driven too much. So this was the wildest car I've driven.
Okay. I mean, I have a very long list of
Yeah,
cars
you've
that I
driven-
can
You've
name,
driven some
but I'm
crazy
gonna
shit.
throw a curveball. Fuck everything else. Rotax.
Rotax.
Rotax, bro. You sit in a Chiron, you sit in anything that you want. You are not gonna break your ribs.
Yeah, because you're at ease. You know the car is also
Yes.
supposed to do all of that.
A Rotax go-kart is the most visceral driving experience that you can have. I think even F1 drivers say that it is like
It is visceral.
visceral. Like it is unhinged. Like one wrong move and you're basically flying out of your
You're
car.
breaking your back,
Yeah.
you're breaking your spine,
I mean,
you're breaking your
yeah,
ribs,
if-
you're
If you
something.
want me to give an answer straight up, like what do you say? Like a proper car, then I would say the stage 2 G82 M4. But if I had to just give one answer as to
Four
the
wheels.
like the craziest, most mind-bending experience, Rotax. Any day. I cannot explain I cannot explain it properly. It is genuinely wild as to how crazy a Rotax cart is. And
I can imagine.
Aditya Patnaik told me कि he has seen supercar owners lose their shit once they've sat in a road tax car because they just cannot understand what to do.
Overwhelming.
Because modern cars are so technologically advanced. Case in point, the M340i.
Correct.
It is so technologically
It will do it
advanced.
for you.
It basically does 90% of the work.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, in the 340i, everything is made in such a way where even if you're doing 150, 200 kilometers,
You don't feel it.
You don't feel it inside. It's not like you are going this way or like something else is happening or like you're just chilling in the car and you just have to be very concentrated. Of course, that's about
You
it.
just
That-
basically have to not crash into
that
someone.
is where
Just
your
turn the
concentration
steering.
should be, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, road tax. I think I hope everyone gets to drive a road tax at
I
some
want
point.
to.
Yeah, I have some
Because-
time to go for it. I first need to
Tell the people,
what.
why do you have time?
So I've got time to, just even sit on a go-kart right now because the main reason why I sold the Abarth also is because I had to undergo slip disc surgery. A lot of time went into rehab. I couldn't drive a stiff car. Any time I drove the Abarth after my surgery, I would drive it for 10 minutes and my back would pain a lot. That's why I ended up selling the car. And according to my physio, I think I've got another 6 to 8 months before I sit into a go-kart again. So road tax, I think, is probably 2 years away from now. I'll probably be very close to getting married before I get into a road tax car.
Bro, don't say that shit. Bro.
But yeah, it is what it is. And I think we've
Yeah, this was a chaotic first episode.
First
we've
episode.
spoken a lot. I mean, I think this is because we've been wanting to do this for so long, and since we're finally doing it, ऐसा सब कुछ बस निकल गया.
Yeah.
हाँ, अच्छी बात है though.
हाँ, we've spoken about a lot of good
Nice
things. I feel.
candid talk. Hopefully people have connected with us.
Yeah, next episode we'll have Anirudh, bro. Me, Soham, and Anirudh will sit down.
Yeah.
He will tell us some crazy stories.
Crazy
and
stuff.
Yes, he's already taking picture, so I think we got photo also.
Yes.
Bro, this camera is crazy.
Yeah.